Hi there, I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I'm going to take us through a yoga flow that incorporates a lot of elements. It's balance, it's core, it's strength and conditioning, all wrapped up into one vinyasa flow. Let's start in child's pose. If you're on a yoga mat, spread your knees as wide as the mat or close to, big toes touch in the back, send your hips down to touch your heels or close to them, and then reach your hands out long and strong. Bring your forehead to the mat, but if it doesn't quite reach down and you have some stiffness in your back, you're more than welcome to stack your hands and make a little shelf so you can release some of the tension through the back of your neck. Here we begin to connect with our breath. Ujjayi breathing in through your nose, out through your nose, constricting that exhale, the back of your throat, making an ocean-like sound. If you provided a shelf for your head, re-extend your arms and then walk them over to the right. Finding our first mini side body stretch, stretching out the left, grounding down your left glute to your left heel, back through center and then over to the right. Focusing on that right hip, pressing down towards the right heel. And then back to center. Come up slightly, just enough to kick the left leg out to the side, flex your foot. Begin to rock back and forth, finding that inner thigh stretch. And then if it feels good in your body, send your hips all the way back down to that heel while extending forward, maybe even pressing your forehead back to the mat or finding that platform. If that's too far, just reverse and continue to rock. Breathe. Come up and switch it out. Kick your right leg out, flex through your foot, rocking it back and forth to start. Each side of the body is very different, so be mindful that you might not be able to go as deep as you did on the first side, but there's the option to sit it back, rest the head, extend the arms, and find that full expression with your leg kicked out to the side. Wiggle it back up. Let's find our way into tabletop. Shoulders over your wrists, knees under your hips. For 3 series of cat-cow. Inhale, gaze comes up, tail comes up. And then exhale, tuck your chin, round your back, gaze towards your belly button for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Only to return to neutral. Send your right hand out in like a little tent position. Left foot back, heel on the floor. Square your hips towards the earth. And then rock back and forth, stretching out your calf on your left leg. Return to the midpoint, find some stillness, and then lift both limbs off the mat, maybe slow, just an inch, 2, or shoulder and hip height. Let's turn your thumb towards the sky to open up your shoulder. Heels driving backwards, as if someone's pulling your hand forward and pulling your leg back, making you extra long. Then we'll bring it out to a diagonal. Right hand out to the right, left leg out to the left. Feel that hip, get that blood flow going. Back to center and release. Other side, start on the mat. Left fingertips out, right toe tips out. Find the rock back and forth. And then we lift. Maybe it starts slow. slow. Find the balance, square those hip bones towards the earth, and then we lift up, thumb towards the sky, heel towards the sky, and extend. And then find the diagonal. Left hand left, right foot right. You fall out, get right back in. Breathe. Extend and set it down. Press into your balls of your feet. Press your hips high, finding our first downward facing dog, this strong upside down letter V with your body. Begin to pedal out your feet. Maybe shift your hips side to side, whatever feels good in this moment. I'm gonna guess it's probably your first downward facing dog of the day. And then finding yourself in stillness, driving your heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. Maybe your legs are bent. Give your hamstrings a little love. Reconnect with that Ujjayi breath. Next inhale, come out to plank, either from your toes or from your knees. Shoulders are over your wrists. And then send it back, downward facing dog. Follow your breath. Inhale brings you out to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. This next one, we're gonna hold out 3 chaturanga push-ups from your feet or from your knees, as low as you can go. Elbows are hugging just like they do in chaturanga. We meet back in downward facing dog, and then tiptoe your toes wide to the edges of your yoga mat for ragdoll, bending through your knees, letting your head, neck and shoulders hang heavy, maybe clasp opposite elbows, and add a little sway side to side if it feels good. Loosening up through your lower back. Find the middle, drop your hands, wiggle your heel toe your feet together. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, halfway lift, knees can stay bent, or if you're ready to straighten out your legs. Exhale, refold. Reverse swan dive all the way to the top, reaching up, looking up, bringing it right back down. Inhale, halfway lift, step back to plank. This first one, lower all the way down, and we'll lift up to cobra. Lightly press through your fingertips. If you're ready for an upward facing dog, go for it. And then we bring it back and go right through table to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, really deep bend. And then if you're gonna jump, jump. I'm not this one. I'm gonna tiptoe my feet to meet my hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long and tall. Only to return us right back down to the earth. Inhale up. Pull your shoulder blades together. Exhale down. Step back with your opposite foot to your chaturanga, halfway bend. Inhale, upward facing dog. Welcome always to take that cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. We're on our toes. Hop, step, or jump. Top of your mat, we have one more round. Sun salutation, A. Bring it up. Fold it down. Lift it half. Fold it full. Using your exhale all the way down to your chaturanga push-up. Big inhale for upward facing dog. Turn over those feet. Downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, move to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Listening for the change, find your chair. Sweep your arms down and then up, sitting your hips low. sinking back into your heels, and then energetically extend your arms to the sky. Sun salutation, V series. Breathe, sink lower, reach higher, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale takes you all the way down, or we meet in downward facing dog. What feels good for you today? Your inhale brings your right leg high. Maybe this first one, you flex your foot, open your knee, circle the hip. And then on your exhale, you step it through, setting up for warrior one. Right foot perfectly forward, left foot turned in. Pull your right hip back, drive your left hip forward, tuck your tail under, rebend that front leg, and then add the upper body. This first time through, we'll take an extra couple beats to set it up, because then we'll flow through one breath, one movement to build the heat. Circle your arms down, step it back, vinyasa. Inhale, left leg comes high. Maybe you open your hip, circle it around, and then when you're ready, step it through, finding your warrior one on your opposite side. Front foot straight, back foot turned at an angle, left hip back, right hip forward, tailbone tucks. Rebend this front leg and then extend. Maybe this time your hands meet at the top. Maybe your gaze goes up. And then bring it right back down. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Final time through sunbeat, connecting breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, meet at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, chair, hit your lowest point. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale brings you down. This exhale has to last a while, all the way down. Inhale brings you into the back bend. Exhale, back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall. All the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fall. Press it back, stay in downward facing dog, or drop your knees, drop your hips for child's pose before we continue our flow. Maybe grab a sip of water. And when you're ready, rejoin us in downward facing dog. Notice how much your heels have been able to drop since just starting this practice. Maybe you can press out of all 10 fingers, send your hips a little bit higher. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, crouch and gaze forward. Exhale brings you top of your space. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, chair. Listen for the change. Kick your right foot out. It can be balanced or on the floor. We're going to sink low, lift it through for half moon, pause, bring it back, single leg chair, flowing into half moon. If you fall out, no worries, get back in, put a smile on your face, Body came to really work today. Last one, we hold in half moon. And we step, big step back, warrior two. Adjust as you need to. We very rarely land perfectly. Front foot forward, back leg turned in, deep bend through this front leg. We find warrior two, arms straight and strong. From our warrior two, we find side angle. Forearm can go on your leg. Arm reaches up and over, or find it all the way down to the mat. Even longer, whatever works for you. We're gonna flow between these two. Front leg stays bent, does not change. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, big reach. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, brings you down. Long reach, straight back leg. Inhale, two. Exhale, extend. Inhale, two. Straighten the front leg. Slide the back leg in a couple steps. Find triangle. Send your hips back. Reach it forward. Tip it forward and let it fall. Now picture your body through two panes of glass. Pressing your hips forward, leaning your shoulders back, and trying to be really light on this hand. So light on your leg or even back of your hand on your shin. Or nothing. Let it hang. Use your core. Breathe. Look up. And using that strong core, tilt it up. Star pose. Toes turn out. Arms reach up. Maybe a little back bend. And then we find goddess squat. Slow. Here. Slow. Up. Star. Knees are going out towards the side. And up. Knees are out. And up. Last two, just as slow. Just as low. Excellent. Now, we're going to pick up the pace for 5. Are you jumping or are you coming up on your toes? It will look like this. It's down quick, up on your toes, down quick, or jump. Just 5 at your own pace. Excellent. Find Skandasana, that opposite leg. Turning it towards the back of your space. And then with or without your hands, walk it to the front. I'm going to use my hands today. Skandasana to the front of your space. One more time to the back. Revisiting this inner thigh stretch we started with in the beginning. And then walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Plant your right hand down. Left hand goes high for dragonfly twist. Press strongly into your right hand. Step your left foot back for side plank. Either full or drop the knee for the modification. And hold. Lots of variations here. You can stagger your feet. You can stack your feet. You can bring your leg into tree or reach for the toe and extend it. No matter where you are, we'll breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Cartwheel it down. Vinyasa flow. Through your up dog. And to your down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Left leg kicks out or hovers. Sink low. Twist into this half moon pose. Just hit the peak and then you're right back in. Single leg chair. Slowly flowing between the two. Using your core. Using your breath. And on that third one, we hold. Hold here. We breathe, we lift that back leg a little bit, and then we take the big step, stepping back to warrior two, finding that deep bend through your front leg, straight back leg is turned in, and we reach. Side angle on the leg or on the ground. We reach up and over, and then we flow. Warrior two, two side angle, warrior two, lean it over, warrior two, last transition, warrior two, straighten the leg, triangle pose, scoot your back leg in if you need to, send those hips back, send that arm forward, tip it into triangle pose. Think 2 panes of glass, hips are forward, shoulders back. Gaze might go up to your thumb. Excellent. Pulling it up, sending Skandasana to the other side, to the back, coming this way, here. Skandasana, front of your space, here, back of your space one last time, and then walking it forward for a dragonfly twist, plant your left hand down, right arm twists up, back leg straight as can be, or if you're taking the modification, roll it down to the ground, focusing on the twist. From here, we have a side plank. Coming up, bringing it back to stack, to stagger, maybe modify. Breathe. Find what challenges you today. Is it in a tree pose? Is it the bind? Either way, we're here for 3, 2, 1, last vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale back, downward facing dog or child's pose, and breathe. I'll invite you all to meet in plank. I'm going to show the full one and then the modification. Walk your right hand out and then your left. Right hand comes back and then your left. And then you switch which one leads. The modification, straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Same motion. Pick your poison. Here we go. You're here for 10. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. 9. Breathing. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Stay in that plank. Step your right foot out. Step your left foot out. Step it in. Step it in. Left foot out. Right foot out. In. Together. Right. Left. Center. Center. Left. Right. Center. Center. You got this. Keep going. We're here for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Together, all the way down to your bellies. Bring your head to one side. Windshield wiper those legs. Give those hips a break. Let that core go. For 1, belly down back bend today, reaching our hands back, interlacing if it feels good. If not, reach straight back. And then everything lifts up. Shalabhasana. Pressing your palms towards each other. Gaze can go out a little in front of you. Just don't want to wrench your neck. Drive your big toes towards each other, which is definitely a challenge for me. And then lift a little higher. and release the opposite ear to the other side. You can press back up to child's pose or just roll over. We're going to meet on our backs to finish with a couple spinal twists before Shavasana. Pulling your knees in towards your chest. Dropping your knees to the right. Gaze looks to the left. Try to continue your full breaths here in the stretch so you can really feel your rib cage expand and contract. Get all the benefits of a twist like this. And then switch it over other side. Knees come center, legs drop left, gaze goes to the right. Bring them back together. One final squeeze on everything. Tuck everything in. Inhale. Exhale, send everything long. We're just here for a moment. Shavasana, you've arrived. Let your body do what it wants. Your feet want to splay out. Uncurl your hands. Let go of that breath control. And just be. Take a big stretch overhead. Stretch out those abdominals. Stretching out your shoulders. You roll your ankles one direction and then the other. Then we'll roll onto our right side to a fetal position, resting our right ear on our right bicep. Let's press up to a comfortable seat. If it feels good, keep your eyes closed. We'll finish with one inhale together. Inhale your arms down, around, and up overhead. Palms touch at the top. Then bring your hands to heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today. And as we lift our thumbs between our eyebrows, the third eye center, space of intuition, the light in me honors and bows the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for checking out that flow today. It's definitely one of my favorites lately. Go have a great day.